Hey guys, it's John Aguilera here, and I want to talk to you about my trip to WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans last year. I went with my younger brother. I had a great time. I'm sure he did too. Unfortunately, we got to see The Undertaker lose his streak. That was the only negative of it, but it was so much fun. Just got to meet a bunch of fantastic people, a bunch of wrestlers, try out different foods. Was pretty much just drunk the whole time over there. Why not? You got Bourbon Street right there. One of my favorite highlights of the trip was seeing people, dress up as their favorite wrestlers, and people going as like the Wyatts and the Shield, and taking their big titles, and just showing them off to everybody. I even got to see Stone Cold and The Rock and Hulk Hogan. That, like, in the beginning, that was just like a wow to me, like wow factor. Like, I was excited. I just screamed my lungs out. I did lose my voice the next day, but luckily, my vocal cords recovered by the time Raw came by, so I can just chant yes like crazy. Currently, we're now on the road to WrestleMania since Fastlane just ended last night, and that means Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar main eventing WrestleMania 31, and that'll be cool. I was hoping Daniel Bryan would be main eventing as well, but that happened last year. Okay, whatever. It's time to move on, right? But Daniel Bryan, to me, is still considered my champion. He never lost the title. Come on, gotta give him another chance. And now we got Sting going head to head against Triple H at WrestleMania 31. That is just incredible. I wish I was gonna be there for that, but I won't be there, and whatever. Unfortunately, from financial restraints. But anyways, let's go back, talk about WrestleMania 30. I gotta tell you, man, it was humid, hot and humid when we got there. We're coming from Wisconsin, and geez, it was just so nice. It was actually just a nice change, from the snow. It was still like snowing at the time. It was still cold. Anyways, it still is right now. I want to get out of here. So when we got out of the airport, we got a taxi to our hotel. It was a very cheap hotel. We wanted to go cheap. It was a little shady, but it is what it is. We got a bed, whatever. We shared a bed. For the most part, when we got there, everybody was pretty friendly. The taxi drivers, we just asked them like where the hot spots are at. I got to experience WWE Access. I was waiting in line to go to the WWE shop as soon as they opened. I was just like, boom. I was in line with some people from the UK, and I eventually ran into them when we were out drinking, so that was just fun. And of course, I took pictures with all the little cardboard cutouts of the wrestlers that they had all over the place in Access. And the wrestlers were there. It was just surreal, It was just like, oh my god, they're just right there. The first superstar I met was Xavier Woods. That was awesome because I know he's a Dragon Ball fan, and I'm just a huge one as well. So we were just talking and chit-chatting a little bit really quickly, because security maybe move along, whatever. We met Brad Maddox. I don't know if he's still in the company. I hope he is, though, because I like him. We were trying to get Brad Maddox to get us into the 30-man battle royal, but unfortunately he said it was full. And my brother said, he's a big fan of his because he's got him on his shirt, which was the Daniel Bryan shirt, and he just laughed because he looked just like him, with the long hair too, especially at that time. And he's just like, whatever. I brought with me a binder full of cards, so just in case if I ran into a wrestler, I would have him sign it, because I didn't really have too much for people to sign, and I don't want to buy a program because they're kind of pricey. Next, I got to meet Cody Rhodes and Goldust. That was just awesome. Goldust had his face painted. I had them sign my WWE 2K14 game, just the slip, whatever. I don't think Goldust is in the game, but he still signed it anyways. My brother and I challenged them to WrestleMania, brothers versus brothers match. And Goldust, I remember Goldust getting up too and says, "You guys want to wrestle?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And we were on a platform too, and everybody's in line. It was kind of cool. It was like a little press conference thingy going on. At Access, there was a wrestling ring for NXT, and Shawn Michaels came out randomly too. That was freaking awesome. After Shawn Michaels gave his speech, I went over to get in line to meet another person, and that person was the Godfather. And the Godfather was right next to JR, so why not, meet JR as well? Hell yeah! The Godfather even got up and was like, said his little quote about pimping ain't easy. Everybody just like chanted, it was pretty cool. Got to see Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. Who else? Los Matadores with the little bull guy. And Alberto Del Rio. Sergeant Slaughter. 3MB. Daniel Bryan was far away, but I got to see him up there. And Hulk Hogan. And he doesn't lie about his pythons, man. They're huge. I got really close to the divas. That was Eva Marie and Natalia. And oh my gosh, they are freaking stunning up close. Whew. They had their total divas cameras following them around too. So after that, the next day, we got up really early so we can participate in the Mania Crawl, which is like a bar crawl of WrestleMania, right? So we stopped at 5 or 4 different bars. That was very cool because we went to Spirits on Bourbon and Matt Stryker was there. And that was really cool. Got to hang out with him a little bit, have a little drink with him. All these people were just hyped up for fucking WrestleMania. So was I. I was ecstatic. There's no words for it. I wish I could just relive that day. Everybody, everywhere, we're just doing yes chants. The yes chants, and then we the people chants, people led that. And what else? Just everywhere in the street. Bourbon Street was just wrestling. Just, if you ever been to Bourbon Street, imagine it just being just wrestling fans everywhere. You can just talk to anybody, just follow the crowd, you won't get lost. I want to give a quick shout out to Jamie for setting up the first ever Mania Crawl. And I can't pronounce your last name, so I apologize. But I will give a link to his Twitter down below so you guys can follow it, keep updates for the next year's WrestleMania and the year after that. Hopefully they keep doing it. You guys should support it. It was awesome. It's just get together, get drunk, and showtime. I do want to mention that at this one point when we were drinking, we went to the dance floor because there was a DJ in the backyard of some bar. I don't even remember the name. And yeah, we were on the dance floor and we were just doing fake wrestling moves on each other and stuff like that. And I got pinned 1, 2, 3 a few times. I don't remember how many times, but it was so much fun. A guy dressed up as Bray Wyatt did the Sister Abigail on me. That was pretty cool. So here we are at WrestleMania. The fireworks are just going off, and I just screamed my lungs out, just Wah! When the fireworks went out. Just man, it was electrifying. And then we had Hulk Hogan come out. Yeah. My mom just got these for me, by the way. She's cool. I'm a grown man, and she still gets me toys. And then Stone Cold. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have The Rock, so pretend I have The Rock here somewhere. That was a surprise when The Rock came out, by the way. First off, we had the Daniel Bryan versus Triple H match. That was a nail biter, gotta admit. And, obviously Daniel Bryan moved on because, he's gotta make it to the main event. Everybody was just, in the yes movement. By the way, I'm not saying this in any order because I can't remember the order. Then we had the 30-man battle royal, which was pretty cool. At first I thought it was way too crowded because, I couldn't see all the action. I was on the main floor too, which was nice. We had the Shield against the New Age Outlaws. Unfortunately, that match was pretty short. It just went by really quick. The Divas, yeah, whatever. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar was... It's heartbreaking just to even talk about it or even think about it. It's just heartbreaking. I was excited when he came out, and when you just saw him, in his entrance at WrestleMania, Wow. Wow. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. Man. Why did Bray Wyatt lose? He had a great entrance, by the way. The live performance was sweet. If you haven't seen it, look it up on YouTube or something. It was awesome. I'm sorry if I offend you guys if I don't like Cena. He's just too corny. I mean, I respect him, but it's just he's too corny of a character. His character's just too corny. There's a few people in the stadium dressed up as Sting, hoping to see him. I was really hoping for him to come out, but unfortunately he didn't. So what can you do? But this year, yeah, you guys got him. Before, go to the main event, I just want to say Triple H's entrance was badass. It just reminded me of Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. Alright, so here we got the main event. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton versus Batista, Blutista, whatever you want to call him. That was a fun match to watch, too. Daniel Bryan just all over the place, kicking ass, and then wins the title. Big celebration, all this confetti comes down. It was great. And then you got 70,000 people cheering, just really loud. It was awesome, and I'm pretty much in the center of it. Okay, moving on to the next day, we got Raw. It was still, everybody was still really pumped about WrestleMania. And then, we got another live event, Raw. I was excited for Raw because I got to wear my new Yes shirt, to celebrate the new champion. And got to have another day with, the friends I met over there. And that was just awesome. And I miss you guys. If you're watching this, I miss you guys. And I hope to see you for WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. I will be there. I will be there. The most memorable part about Raw was the Ultimate Warrior's speech in the ring. When I was first hearing it, it just gave me goosebumps, And then, it's very unfortunate what happened to him. I was really looking forward to seeing him more involved in the WWE. When I was going home, when we were going home, we got to see him in the airport, actually, and this was 11 hours before he passed away. Imagine that. That was really heartbreaking. I just couldn't believe it. Like the rest of the world, just couldn't believe it. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about my trip. There's so much more I could be talking about, but I don't want to make this video too long. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my photos that I got posted right here, I believe. Thanks again, guys. I hope you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel for more vlogs, talk about wrestling. I'm a huge wrestling fan. And, I also do a bunch of Let's Play videos for gaming. And, I play wrestling games too. So, alright guys, until next time. See ya.